Hello everyone and welcome back to Crowley House Flower Farm. This week we're refreshing the front porches, we're taking out old spring, and we're popping in some summer beauty. So I stopped by one of my favorite nurseries, which is Wavra Nursery, and I picked up some beautiful things to pop in around the house and on the back porch and the front porch. So I thought I'd take you along as we pot up a few things. We also this week are planting out all of the annuals this year. So we've got lots going on. We have loads of people coming to the farm to help us plant, and we're planting up the beds as well. So I thought that'd be kind of fun for you to see. I'm gonna plant up a couple baskets as well, and I'm late to the game as always. But I have some things growing in the greenhouse left over from our hanging baskets this year. So I thought, what the heck, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. It will fill out by the end of August and be beautiful. So I did have my sister Arwen out. She came and helped me just plant up a couple beds. They turned out beautiful. I kind of let her just have creative freedom, told her my color palette, and so far it's looking really good. She's gonna be back several times this week and help us as well. So it's nice to have family that can just jump in and do a few things on this beautiful Memorial Day weekend. I even have my husband home to help, which is really amazing. So he's working on a few things as well. So I've asked Jason to help me hang this beautiful big hanging basket that I purchased. It's a shade loving one. I did not grow any shade loving hanging baskets this year, so look at this guy. It's huge, I know, and I love it because it's got lots going on.
Which one is it going on?
The little S hook right up there, yeah. So that's the start of my mini porch makeover. Just needs a touch refresh to it. Isn't that pretty? I like how it has the like trailing vine.
Yeah, looks good.
It's gonna just kind of pop a color on the porch. Thank you. So we ended up getting just a few of these proven winners endless illumination, which is really fun to pop in the garden. Some of these sunflowers, which are proven winners as well. So it is their sunscribable yellow. Sunscribable yellow. Isn't that pretty? So these are kind of cool. They get about 3 feet tall and they have like endless blooms. They just keep going and going and going, which I love, just a pop of sunflower in the summertime. So we got some coleuses as well as a few other color spots back here. I'll pull them out and show you everything as we plant them up. So this is from my winter design, and I love this heuchera. I didn't think I would at first, but I just left it in its pot and put it into the little planter here. But I'm thinking I'm gonna actually permanently plant it there because I'm loving that color, that yellow with these beautiful coral. And it's kind of my color this year. So I think I'm gonna keep that. So we're just gonna pop out some of this color here and pop in some new fresh and just get that looking a little bit better. I think I'm just gonna keep the big, beautiful foliage from the hellebores and just kind of pop in a few things around, refresh in here, take this guy out, take this off the wall, clean it up a little bit. I did buy a few of these coconut baskets to refresh some of the hanging baskets that I have that are wire. And then over here in this little garden, I'm just gonna pop some of the coleuses through here and a few other things going on up to the porch. Probably pop some over there as well. We will see. I still need to get a hay rack for there, but that will come in time. I just need to order it. Just need to stop for a minute and order. But yeah, this just needs totally tidied up and cleaned. So the other little spot that I have to hit is just behind me here in front of my studio. It's really bad. It's like really bad. So I just bought a few things to pop in there. Hopefully they make it. And it just make it a little bit brighter, especially since we're hosting here on the farm. I just want something not looking dead. So anyways, I'm gonna get to work. I know I'm wearing the inappropriate clothing for gardening, but I don't care. So I'm just gonna get my knee pad and get cleaning up and get some color spots popped around. It shouldn't take but a couple hours. So I think I have time to do that now, and I'm just having fun. It's a beautiful day out. It's got a light breeze, cloud cover, perfect for gardening, so you just don't get too hot. So okay, let's go get some tools and get at it. Okay, so I got all my tools, just a couple planters, and I got this the other day. I don't know if any of you else found Garden Answer put these on for sale on her little YouTube and website, and man, I tell you, this is the most fantastic kneeling pad ever. So I'm gonna use that. It's so squishy. It's like perfect size as well. And isn't that cute? That red, I love it. So I'm gonna use just a couple planter tools. I have a little weeder here, and then I have just like a shovel, spade. And I'm gonna go through and just kind of clean up all of the, I think we have some bluebells in there that have kind of gone over, they're just kind of dead. So I'm gonna pull out all the foliage, get that taken back. So I'm gonna plant up a whole bunch of coleus and a few other things throughout this garden, and I'm just gonna take you along as I do it. So much for dinner tonight. I think I'm just gonna plant. This is fun. I love it. So I went shopping in my greenhouse for a few more plants, and I decided to go ahead and grab a couple tools. One is a hula hoe and the other one is this really fine weeder by Haas Tools, which I absolutely love. It just helps me get in really tight places. And for flower farming, oh my gosh, this is, once you learn how to use it, great, because it takes a little bit of skill. And then this for a little bit broader areas. So I'm just gonna run my hoe through here and kind of get some of these fine weeds. We got a little, it's like a hawthorn that just starts growing. It's a tree, but it's everywhere. So I'm just gonna get those rooted up and out of there and then start planting. This little hoe just gets in really fine places and around the plants, which is really nice. Scuffs up the dirt nicely, makes quick work of it. I will put a link below for you to shop for something like this. It's handy to have in your tool repertoire for sure. Well, that made quick work. So now I'm on to just kind of setting out plants. I've got some fertilizer. I'm gonna pop them in the ground. And I have this cute little, it's like a bowl that was here when we came and it's just stayed here. It has some daffodils and hyacinths in it, so I'm going to pull that clump out and I'm going to just refreshen the soil, add in a little bit of some fertilizer and plant something new and fresh for summer. So yeah, this was actually really easy. The soil here is really nice, so it makes the job so much more fun. So here's a few things that I picked up just for the front porch. So these are partial shade. So these are perfect for shade loving areas. And I love that blue color. You know me. I'm trying not to overdo it in the blue this year, but this is called Indigo Moon and it is a Turina. I think I'm saying that right. Let me see if I'll focus. Indigo Blue Turina, which is really fun. I love the two colored. It's almost like a violet purple and then blue. I have a begonia. This one is called Belliconia Hot Orange. And this is partial sun, partial shade, which this front porch actually gets a little afternoon shade just for probably a half hour, which is perfect for something like this. It's not too hot and it's kind of filtered because we have a butterfly bush right next to this that just kind of filters the sun and it's just perfect for shade loving. I got a couple 6-packs of Impatiens. And so we got Beacon White and Beacon Coral, I believe. Is this one? Yes, Beacon Coral. And I thought those two colors would look really pretty since our whole color scheme this year is kind of blush, peach, white, blue. It's very popular wedding colors too, so that's why we kind of chose it this year. But I think I'm gonna pop these around in these shady areas and see how they do. So I also got some of these guys here. This is Proven Winners Endless Illumination, it's called, and amazing. Again, just stunning. I think mixed with the coleuses, I'll show you. So we have several coleuses, but I'm gonna kind of mix those two together and I think that's gonna be really fun as well. This one's called Wizard Scarlet. I've got several of these ones. This one I was gonna pop on the front porch. It's a little deeper in color. Vino, oh, look at that. Kind of a wine color and I love that just a little edging. I don't know if you can see that, but just the edging of the lime just makes it pop. You can kind of see how nice that's going to go together. So I got a couple more coleuses. This one is called Main Street Alligator Alley. Oh my goodness. Look at those lime colors. And then this last one is called Main Street Ruby Road. Love it. I am in love with coleus. I don't know about you. Pop me in a comment if you are, because they're one of the most stunning plants. So I've got several of these to pop through. For main stage on the front porch, I did splurge for a fuchsia. This one's called Paula Jane. I love that purple and pink color, and I think it's gonna go really nicely next to my hanging basket. This is kind of my colors that I chose for the shady area. I'll take you along tomorrow as I pop in some things for the hot areas that we've been still working on. But I want to try and get the shade garden done tonight. So I'm free all day tomorrow to kind of head out to the vegetable garden. I've got a couple ideas out there that I'm going to do. I got a few things just to pop through that area as well. Oh, so much fun. So the little area I'm planting up has some sun that is pretty intense in the morning, and then it kind of quiets down in the afternoon. So I had seeded up some of these beautiful geraniums, and this one is called Maverick Apple Blossom. So it should be absolutely stunning. I'm waiting for it to bloom. They're little tiny plants. So I think popping them in the ground, I'm gonna do about 5 of them just kind of over in a sunny area. And I think they're gonna respond really well to that and start to bloom. And I'll show you guys later when they do, because I think it's gonna be really pretty with this color scheme we're going for this year. Okay, so all I have to do now is just to water this little section in, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night, and tomorrow I'm gonna pick back up on the front porch and then on the side porch, and then do the hanging baskets. Hopefully I'll get all that done tomorrow. Jay and I are gonna run to the hardware store and grab just a few more things to kind of finish a project he's working on in the back yurt. And then the project, we have some yellow house finch. They're coming through, they're migrating, and I loaned Riley my little stick that holds the bird feeder, so I want to go grab one of those as well for my garden. And just a few more things, see if I can find maybe a few more color spots that I can put into some of the pots on the back porch as well. So I was just gonna head to Lowe's, Home Depot, and see what I can find. We're gonna grab some dinner as well because we're both really hungry. So this project will pick back up tomorrow, and yeah, I'm liking how it's all coming together. It looks beautiful. Can't wait until like later in July, August. It's gonna look fantastic. Well, it's another day here on the farm, and I'm back at my planting project. So I have a whole bunch of petunias that are left over from our hanging baskets. As you know, I'm kind of learning to do the hanging baskets, and so every year we're trying something new. This is our year 2, which we've done really well this year. I've learned a lot, and next year promises to be even better. So needless to say, I have all these pots and things like that that I wanted to, or petunias that I want to plant around. So up at the studio cottage, we are planting some there. So my idea for that is I've got a Sun Credible Petunia. It's by Proven Winners. It was really inexpensive, $10. So I got 3 of those, and they are an ever blooming, so they bloom throughout the season. So most of the time sunflowers will only just be once and done, unless you have a branching, and then those are, you know, you're cutting on them and that kind of thing. So we use that for, you know, cut flower bouquets and things like that. So this one is just for beauty. I bought it purely for beauty. This gets 24 by 42, so it's a nice size. So the petunias I chose was a French vanilla, white rose vein. I really like this one. It has that red or kind of a mauve-y color in the center, and then it kind of pales out to pink. So one of my favorites this year has been Autumn Mystery. I love it. It looks, see how it looks pale yellow and brown? Well, it actually turns to antique-y, just kind of mauve-y, beautiful. And we've had some amazing hanging baskets with that. So I'm gonna work on this project. I'm gonna get some fertilizer down. Brayden's gonna get some compost down, and we are just going to go ahead and plant that out. I'm also adding just a few of the dahlias that Florette had sold some seeds this year. We wanted to to support her farm, so I have a couple dahlias tucked in here. It should fill out really, really nice and full and big and beautiful, and we'll revisit later in the season to see how it turned out. That's the plan. So I'm gonna get to work here, and then Brayden and I are gonna tackle the front porch, and then I think I'm just gonna have to call it good for this video, and we're gonna pick up next week on the other areas that we need to plant. This video is going way too long already. So anyways, more to come. Okay, that little garden is done. Now to finish, we are gonna go ahead and I need just a few more terracotta pots. So I'm gonna go to the little cottage greenhouse, see what I can dig out. I'm sure there's some things that died from last year. I'm just gonna replenish the soil and use it for styling that front porch. So should turn out really good. I think I have enough. I hate to go shopping for more, but I'm gonna just shop the greenhouse first and see what I have. So I have a Paula Jane. This is a fuchsia, an upright fuchsia. I'm gonna plant that in. So I have another one of these beautiful endless illuminations by Proven Winners. It's really pretty. I love that pop of blue. Illumination apricot. This is a beautiful begonia. I love begonias, and I always get one for Riley because she loves them as well. So we're gonna plant this little beauty. I have a few impatiens left, and I'm gonna just kind of pop them throughout each one of the containers, and I think that's gonna look cool. Well, at least the front gardens are done. We've got the cottage garden done, we've got this little shade garden done, and then we have the porch, which is mostly shade, as you can tell. There's lots of fuchsias and things like that. It should fill in really beautiful soon. Everything's fertilized, watered, looks good, repotted. Brayden helped me, which is really nice. We've had a big long week, so it's been really, really nice just to have some extra hands around. But anyways, until next week, we're gonna pick back up on this project, which is gonna be the back porch and the cottage greenhouse. Then you'll get to see kind of what we're doing there is next week's video. But until next week, much success in all you do and grow, and we'll be seeing you shortly back here at Crowley House very soon. Bye.